marketplace, they have specific structure, the virtual buttons again. So the virtual buttons, the buttons coordinates are put into an XML file. The red, blue, yellow, green, these are the equivalent of them, these four. They are 4 rectangles, the coordinates of the rectangles are indicated. You don't need to have 4 of them, you don't need to have them at the same place. It is just as an example. This is what you have to modify. Simple 3D objects, what are they? They are basically 3 surfaces, 1, 2, 3. I'm making it look dumb, and it is dumb, but this is the best way to understand it. So you have 3 faces, and in the tracking management system that we saw, where you upload your image, you can decide to have a box, and then you put the 3 images to, and then basically it will allow you to recognize that box. And once it recognizes it, you can do whatever you want with it, even have a 3D object behind it and hide it behind it if you want to. Okay? Now, simple thing like simple applications like drawing this. Remember this application, the poster, right? So if I take the original sample application, what I have there is stones. This is my target, and a virtual teapot, a 3D asset that's a teapot. So what I will do, essentially in my sample app, is recognize this and show it on, show this asset on top of it. This is what the sample application does. Now, the first thing I will do in my URL is I will change my target. So this target now becomes this target, right? And how do I do this? I do it by changing the target in the XML file. Once I have this, if I just leave it at that, my application will just draw a teapot on top of it. That's not what I want, right? I don't want a teapot. What I want it to do is when it sees that, to point to a URL. So I take my sample code as is, and I modify it. It's the same Java code with my initialize SDK, start the tracker, etc. What I will need to do is tell the Java string, pass it a message, and the message is basically to do this URL, do this new event. And then I have, on the onResume, I have to override the method of the application, the sample application itself. Just override it, put it, give it a new intent, and put the parser, the URL parser, and that's it. It will, when it will see that target, what it will do is that it will, in the Android app, launch the browser and go open that URL, which is a link. That's it. No more. Okay? You can do, using the same technique, the same sample app, you can basically get it to recognize the cover of a CD and play a song. You can get it to recognize an image and play a video. We just did play a video as is. An image is easy. An image actually is interesting. What you do for an image is that you have a tracker and you have an asset. And your asset is a cube that has faces. And on the top face, you just draw, or you put the image of what the skin of the texture that will be on the top asset, which is basically the top of the box. So if we have a box, right, I will just make the box flat. And the top of the box, I will have painted this on it. So once I recognize my target, let's say this is my target, it will draw the box on it, the box will be flat, and it will show me the top of the box, which is this. So I will have replaced my target with an image. That's it, no more. So this is it. This is it for all the examples. We can have more technical discussions outside. Yes?
Can this be offline or do you have to be online?
No, this is all offline. You don't need to be online. Yes.
So what's the rule of the C++?
I'm sorry?
What is the rule of the C++ code in Java code? Why
Usually C++ is the SDK. You don't touch it normally, unless you want to do things like the URL example. If you want just to draw a 3D object, you just change the target, the asset. That's it. If you want to change it to recognize something else, you change the target. My advice to you as a first example, like a hello world, you know, when you talk hello world, C++ application or C application, first thing I did was change hello world by hello Gilles, right? Okay. So you want to do the same with AR. You take the sample application, you run it, you take the target, you go through the target management system, you put one of your favorite targets there, and you get it to recognize it. And then, basically, it will put a teapot maybe on top of the face of your favorite actor, or whatever it is that you've chosen as a flash.
Can it be an embedded website application?
Embedded website application, anything that you can do within your Android application, you can. This is just enabling your Android application from a UI perspective. And the UI is the augmented reality. Sorry, please raise your hands. Okay.
How much, or what do I need to do if I need to load my application in the Android market?
The only thing you need to do, so all the applications, the AR apps that are on the Android market, are just normal Android apps that you download from the market. In the description of the application, they give you a pointer to where you can download the target, which is usually a JPEG or a PDF file that people print on a piece of paper like this, and then they have a target. Some of the applications have a target themselves. There is a Dinosaur app, for example, that takes currencies. So you pick your currency that you like, and it will just put the dinosaur on top of that currency, and you can feed the dinosaur and do whatever you want with it, right? But it will basically recognize the currency. This is because the currencies are already preloaded into the application, right?
Okay,
And already available. You don't need to download the target.
if I create an application and I want to put it in the market, do I have to pay some amount to Google, or?
It's not, first, we are Qualcomm, we're not Google. It's all free. It's all yours. You do whatever you want with it. We're not here to make money out of it. Okay?
Okay.
So you feel free to do whatever you want. A very neat application that I think would be very useful. Imagine that what you had is to recognize something like this. Right? It's easy. It's a target. Take the sample out. And instead of playing a URL, you play an audio file, which says, Khamse Riyal. Imagine for the blind people what it is. It tells them what it is.
500.
This kind of application.
هذا الابلكيشن جدا ممتاز. للاسف احنا عندنا ترى في نسبه الكرونيك ديزيزز وال يعني الجينيتيك هذا في نسبه كبيره من الاخوان والاخوات ما يروا عندهم disabilities معينه. لما الواحد يطور ابلكيشن زي كذا ويبلد الداتا بيس اني انا اجي احط يقول لي شنطه يقول لي كاب انت مو بس لها يعني لها سبورت كبير هذا بس حتى from a humanity side. That's where augmented reality. يعني انا اتذكر مره الى حضر مره كنا في ارب نت هنا في جده قبل 6 شهور او سنه او شيء زي كذا. واحد قال لي انا شايف كل الاوجمنتد رياليتي اكزامبل اللي انتم قاعدين تتكلموا عليها اتس مور اوف ان انترتينمنت سايد ما لها جانب تقول لي سياره بي ام وتقول لي فاشن جوتشي وال فيز بالنسبه للسيدات where is the human part؟ طبعا احنا بنقول لا we disagree. yes هي انه دائما الايجنسي هم adopted الميديا ايجنسي adopted التكنولوجي اسرع من غيرهم لكن بكره يمكن في الاكزامبل حق الكتاب اللي حق الاديوكيشن تحطها تطلع الموليكولرز حقون الكيميكال حقون النيوتروجين والهيدروجين والكلام ده. هذه اديوكيشن احنا ترى حتى احنا عندنا لها جانب ديني اللي who would like to develop an app على مكة على المدينة على مدائن صالح على tourism. للاسف احنا القطاع هذا ما مخدوم كثير عندنا في السعودية. ف this is an area where انا اجي شاب ما عمري جيت السعوديه اداونلود ذيس اب واخش على مكه مدينه ولا برابر اي مكان او حتى في المنطقه الشرقيه حقون الاحساء حقون هذا بتشوف اثار بتشوف شيء ثاني. فهذه education هذه كلها تنحط. فهي الفكره اليوم it's not about يعني احنا نطلعكم AR developers immediately بس it's an eye opener تفتح عينك عشان تشوف البوتنشل الابلكيشن اللي موجود اللي ممكن يصير. So you're all of them, انتوا كلكم you're developers already either very expert أو beginners في الأندرويد which is fine. ال AR بيجي on top of it to enrich the capabilities حقت الأندرويد. The message we want you to leave اليوم إنه what is the potential out there اللي could be applicable for AR application. انا خليت يدك واقفه كثير، انا اسف اعتذر، تفضل انت من اول رافع يدك. ايش القصه؟
That means I should have the database. I want to, for example, make a university application for specific tourism purpose. I should make a database of all my
Targets.
targets, and then this is
So, in the case of tourism, which is the example you brought up, if what you want to do is today recognize an object from a distance, a real object from a distance, a building, for example, vision-based augmented reality will not be good for this. There are limitations. The technology cannot do a far field recognition. If there are shadows, if there is light coming, depending on the time of the day, it might be shiny, etc. It might not recognize the object correctly. For this, the best thing is to use location-based information, which is your GPS and compass information that you can have in your Java application, right? But once you have this, you can still draw the 3D assets with the SDK. You can still use the SDK to enhance it. Or you can use the same application once you move into the building. Let's say you have the logo of the building, you point to it, and automatically you have the map that shows up. And it can show you in which direction to go, etc. You can see the different shops, you can see it in 3D. Or for the example that he brought up in terms of tourism, the best example I would see that is easy to develop is you have a map of Medina, Mecca, and all of the region, and you can just show the 3D assets on top of it. These 3D assets very often are already available. They are already available either free of charge, or they can be bought through specific softwares, or you can build them yourself. The point is you have to be careful if you make a commercial app that you have the rights to what you are using, either as a target or showing as an asset, okay? Because it's commercial, somebody might own these rights. So if you're trying to do a Mickey Mouse, you might have Disney who might not be happy with you doing an app around Mickey Mouse. Sorry, I have one first, then the lady there, then the gentleman.
For example, if you take a picture of Mickey Mouse,
Yes,
then make it 3D.
yes,
I have to upload.
yes.
First, is there any immediate replication of the first sequence?
Is it what, sorry?
The replication of data, the science.
I'm not sure I understand the question, I'm sorry.
I mean, if you, for example, this Mickey Mouse picture,
Yes.
you make a photo.
Yes.
Someone else sees.
No, your trackables are your trackables, not someone else.
Yours.
Yes. It's your space, it has your login, your password, it's your space.
So there is no way that one single application for mobile can recognize it.
What you're bringing up is visual search. Recognizing anything can happen in two ways. Either through an AR browser, which means that there is a catalog, like say a catalog of clothes, for example, right? And then you can, as an end user, upload the 3D asset that will be recognized with that thing. And it can verify. A company called Blipper is doing this kind of AR catalog. Another way is like the newspaper example, where the app doesn't change, it's just the content that changes. That is available in the SDK today. So it will just go fetch the latest target and the latest asset. But it's up to you to update these on a daily basis in the database. The catalog that will go like a Google search, the Google AR version today does not exist. Maybe next year. But this year we don't have it yet. Sorry. Yes, sorry.
Excuse me, what's the best way to design that target? I mean the image. What's the best way to design that
The
image?
best way to,
Yeah.
very good question.
Is there any conditions or
Yes, absolutely. So, as I said, this will not be recognized, right? This is good. Why? Because it has a lot of details and a lot of contrast into it. If you look at the image, are we still good on there? A few minutes? We have still a few
احنا
minutes.
وزننا التايم.
So this is
4-7.
this has a lot of contrast
Carry on.
in it.
جلست ما في مشكلة.
and has a lot of details. So the contrast and the details are distributed in the image. They are not localized in one specific point. This gets a lot of stars in the tracking management system because of that, right? This will still be recognized, but it is a much smoother image. You see, it is much smoother. It has much less details that the eye will focus on, or that the camera will focus on. So it will still be recognized, but it might not be a very good target for tracking. But it is a poster. What you want to do is show the trailer. You're not tracking the 3D object, so it's good enough in that case, right? Once you submit the tracker to the tracking management system, it will tell you how robust the image is, and it will give you suggestions how to improve.
What are the prerequisites? Now, I want to develop. I have Eclipse. What should I import? What should I upload? What should I?
So you have an SDK.
SDK.
Under developer.qualcomm.com/AR. So that SDK is available, and you can download it. It's there. Developer.qualcomm.com/AR, and you can just download the SDK. It runs under Eclipse as is, and you can just do simple application. Take the sample app, change the tracker, change the asset. The assets can be Maya assets, whatever 3D assets, if you want 3D assets, audio files, video files, images, URLs. You do whatever you want with it, right? Based on the method, the override method is seen. So if you want a 3D asset, you just reuse the sample application as is. If you want to, and you change the 3D asset, then you change the target. If you want to do a URL, an image, a video, you basically override the method the way it was shown in the document.
As you know, this will be related to the artificial intelligence in some way. That's right.
The only artificial intelligence that is in this is in the image.
This will find us to sophisticated topics. If I would like to understand artificial intelligence, again, I need to understand, for example, discrete mathematics and quantify logic and proposition logic. Is there I cover that or encapsulate that? That's sophisticated from the developer, or I need to understand the artificial intelligence or discrete mathematics?
You don't need to have understanding of artificial intelligence to use this. 10 years old can use it.
In which form does the computer recognize the object of the target? Is it in RGB or grayscale?
I think it's RGB. It has a grayscale version. It uses multiple different forms. It uses the grayscale information for the contrast and for the tracking, but it uses the color as well. I have it somewhere here. I think it's here on that one. Yeah. So for OpenGLES, you need RGB 561, so you can blend it with the regular frame.
Okay, regarding the 3D targets, for example, if I have a target, an image of this target that is somewhat distorted, or the sunlight are coming from different angles, or the shadows and the edges are not subdued.
The target, if the target has details in them, they are quite robust. So this is what enables essentially virtual buttons. You see a target and you occlude it, you hide a piece of the target, it still will be able to recognize the target. Okay? Now you have to test it. It's not a black and white concept. You will have to test it.
For those applications, will it be interrupted by the environment?
I'm sorry?
Will it be interrupted by the environment? For example, the example that you gave us about the logo of the restaurant.
Yes.
What about if this picture was in Saudi Arabia and they take another picture in Japan or any?
If it is the same logo, it will recognize
even though the environment around
Yes. So for example, you could think of a billboard, an advertisement, a Dunhill advertisement actually, in a magazine, right? Where you point to it and then you get a video clip of a Dunhill advertisement. You can have the same advertisement in a billboard on Sheikh Zayed Road in Dubai. And you can point the application, the same application that's supposed to read it from the magazine will be able to see it on the billboard. It's two different environments. Yes?
This is possible.
I'm sorry, the lady was asking a question. I'm sorry, she raised her hands. I saw her first, sorry. I can't hear you. Could you raise your voice? I'm sorry, I did not understand the question. But if you want, we are going to... okay. I'm fine to... But we are, for now, the session seems to be running, so as long as they don't interrupt me, I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Can someone pass the mic to the lady, please? Thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt. Could you repeat that?
She's asking about growing up for 55 and
sorry?
and currency exchange.
Yes, currencies. The currency is what? So you want to do an application like the currency exchange?
On the products. The product we put a symbol that we change the currency, depends on the currency.
Yeah, good idea. You can do that. The Dinosaur app that is available on the iOS and on the Android marketplace. You pick the currency that you want, and based on the currency that you picked, it has all of these targets already stored. It can store up to 100 targets approximately into the system. It can recognize up to 10 targets simultaneously. But suppose it will recognize that it's one of the 100 bills that it has, 100 targets that it has, and it will put the dinosaur on it. Based on what, now if you pick a US dollar and you put a real, it will not recognize it. You have to, if you click on the Saudi flag and put the real, it will recognize it. I don't know if they have Saudi currency on that application. I don't think so, but it's an example. Yes, sorry.
Okay. Is it possible? I mean, when I have target of famous states like Mecca or Medina, and I take my mobile and put it on the target. Is it possible to see that online and right now, like a television or something like that? Live.
To see your augmented reality live stream.
See it right now.
You are somewhere else.
Like
Live stream of what? Of the augmented reality or of the Kaaba?
something like that for Haram.
Yeah.
So I have target and I need to see it. I want to see it right now.
Yes.
Is that possible?
Imad, did you understand? This will be like.
Speak up. تقول ايش الفكرة ما فهمت أنا.
بث مباشر.
بث مباشر.
What do you want to live stream? Do you want to recognize and then show the live stream, see the live stream? Or?
No, see it right now.
You want to see it as it is right now. So, suppose you don't have AR, well, how would you do it? You don't have AR, how would you see it as it is right now? Suppose you do not have augmented reality. If you have to implement such an application today, how would you do it?
You have to connect it to the
I think it's, I'm talking when it's required and network. I have network and I need to see it right now from channel or anything.
Okay. So what you do is you press on a button that has your application logic behind it that gets you to that channel that streams the live webcam of the scene you want to see. Correct? Okay. What AR will add to this, what you can add with the AR, you can have an image of the actual object, point to it, and it can either represent it in 3D or trigger that same URL as if you had pressed the button. Do exactly the same thing as pressing the button, but through the AR. You can do that. So if you have, let's say, I'm going to take your example and take it to the next step. Suppose that you have 4 webcams on 4 holy locations, right? And your application today is a menu We have 4 icons, and you can have possibly an image of each one of them, and you can click on each one of these, and you will get to the webcam. This is your application today. It doesn't use augmented reality. I take the same application, I put a map with the 4 locations, recognizable. I take my application, I put AR into it to recognize these 4 locations. When I go over it, when I go over a specific location, it is the same thing as if I had pressed a button in your original application. And it will go and open that live webcam.
Can I make it debate at the time?
I'm sorry?
Can I make it the topic which debate at the time?
You
so
can make it whatever you want.
Yes.
The AR part is just there to help you. The rest is your application.
I mean that if you are a listener, so for onboarding, we need to same time.
Yes, you can. Absolutely. So what you would do in that case, is that you would go to, let's say you have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner menu, right? And your application checks the clock. It is morning time. My breakfast runs till 11 a.m. It's morning time. So I will only look at these assets. I will only try to recognize these targets. Okay? But you have them all sorted. Now it is 2 p.m. I will look at the other targets, try to recognize these other 3 targets, 4 targets. This is within the logic of your program, absolutely. But the targets can all be pre-made, no problem.
Is there a limit for the targets for the same application?
Today they are about, practically speaking, before you start seeing an impact on the performance, you can have up to 100 targets preloaded for recognition.